What's up guys, Chasing Lamely here with episode number 39 of Welcome to Wroxham, and in today's episode we have a huge top of the table clash against Altrincham in the National League North, so nothing to worry about at all. It couldn't possibly go wrong. Anyway guys, thank you for joining us, and please hit like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff, and I'll see you on the other side of the intro. And so here we are on the other side of the intro. Funnily enough, that's how that works. And let's start by looking at the league table, shall we? Because that's what's important to do. We'll play Altrincham. We are top of the table, 55 points. Altrincham have 51. We're better on scoring and not conceding goals than they are, and neither team has lost so far this season. So we are miles ahead of Telford in third, of course, managed by our ex-player Lee Brown. So, bit of a shake-up. Let's see how things have looked. We've gone through a lot of games since we last met in the FA Cup game, so we should talk about those. So, we went at the FA Cup against Foyle. We then bounced back immediately, beat Scarborough Athletic 3-0 goals from Cottrell, Adedokan and Williams. Williams and Cottrell scored again in a 2-0 win over Boston United. We then beat Buxton 3-0 away, a brace from Jaden Williams and an own goal from Harry Laviolette, the Buxton player. Obviously, that's how own goals work. Right, we played Gloucester City away, won 1-0 with a goal from Jaden Williams. We then played Southborough at home, won 2-0 with goals from Adedokan and Corey Smith. We won 2-1 against Matlock Town with goals from Ben Cottrell and Jaden Williams for a 2-2 draw against Blythe Spartans, goals from Adedokan and Ben Cottrell from the penalty spots. We then beat Altrincham Town 6-2 at home with goals from Corey Smith, Terrell Pennant, a hat-trick from Jaden Williams and a goal from Val Adedokan. We beat Telford in the FA Trophy, which is a thing that's also been happening in the background. We beat them 4-2. 4 goals from Jaden Williams. He's on fire right now, my boy. 1-1 draw against Chester, followed that another goal from Jaden Williams, followed by a 4-1 win over Chorley. Goals from Adedokan, Pennant, Cottrell, and of course Jaden Williams. We beat Spennymoor 4-0 in our last league game. Another hat-trick from Jaden Williams and another penalty from Ben Cottrell. We've then had a couple of games in the FA Trophy third round. Terrell Pennant scoring in a 1-1 draw against Stafford Rangers to take it to a replay at home. We won 4-2, a brace from Benete, a brace from Adedokan. And because we have had a little bit of a busy week or so, we will have a slightly rotated team today, I'm sure, because it's only been 2 days since that Stafford replay. So that's where we're going now. Let's go see what the lineup looks like. So as I said, the starting lineup, a bit of a rearrangement of things as they go, because we have, as you can see, a lot of players who are not fully fit, just not quite ready to be playing today. Cottrell, a little bit tired, Pratt, Linton, Bazare, Antonsen, Jeffcott, Muir, Benete, Kelsrud, Vic. Tiredness all around. So we're starting with the lineup today of Thomas McGill, who is our brand new goalkeeper. He's only played one game. We brought him just before the last episode, actually. But I've only used him once. We're starting Thomas McGill in goal. Canadian. He played for us at Swindon, I think. And we've got Achiampong, Lomas at Forbes and Sturge at the back. Ashley, Smith, Ibrahim, Pennant and Adedokan in midfield. And Williams, of course, starts up top. 32 goals so far this season. It's a little bit disgusting. We've just got past Christmas. It's a bit weird. Shipley, Barrett, Stanley, Ampar and Leighton Stewart are going to make up the bench today. So it's a bit of a mixed bag of starting lineup today, but hopefully good enough still to get a result. We have to get some squad numbers out. It's how rarely some of these players have played. Barrett and Stanley, who I thought would have played more often this season, both need numbers. So we're going to give them the numbers, send them out there, and hopefully they can do some damage to Altrincham away, and we've got a bit of a cushion, so if we do lose this one, it's not going to be the end of the world, hopefully. But I think this team should be good enough to pull off a win. So in the dressing room, we need to show everyone their recent praise is justified. Put on a show out there, and people inspired, I guess, is quite good. Go out there, make a difference, try and get some of that complacency out. It's not really work. Pump fist on, go make a difference, learn some stuff. Attackers, it's just Jaden Williams. We'll tell him to give us an edge in attack today, because that's what he does. And we'll get there for the match preview. And in terms of players I recognise, there's no one there, but some of them have got pictures, so we'll assume they've got some quality. It should be a good game. Obviously, top of the table clash. You have to expect the two best teams in the division, the two undefeated teams in the division at the halfway point in the season, are going to put on a bit of a show for us today, you would hope. And now I've said that, it's going to be a 0-0 draw. But we'll see if we can get a bit of a show out of this one. Right, free kick now for Altrincham as Pinion taking it into the box. Hollywood save from McGill, who, of course, deputising for Randy Straker today, but at least Hollywood saved to get some good photographs for his friends, his family and his Facebook. Good things, ball forward for Williams, heads it down to Ibrahim. Adedokan gets beaten on pace, which is very rare by Edmondson, to Hennigan. Hennigan, plenty of time forward to Pinion, over the top. Should be won by Achiampong. Is Smith, finds Pennant. Pennant with a pop from range. And he's been out of the team a bit recently, Tyrrell Pennant. Not on form, just because obviously we've got so many good wide players. I've been able to give him a break. Atto Amper, who started every game for us last season, has barely made a starting lineup so far. That's how strong we are on the wings. And Pennant puts the ball into the box this time, headed away by Baines and Nadine to Morton. I don't want to get hit on the counter here by Altrincham. Morton now on the run down the wing, back to Nelson. Nelson, plenty of time. What can he do? Cuts back inside to Morton, who's gone inside himself. Across to Kaja. Ball across the box. Nelson is at the back post. Nadine is there, and we've conceded. Oh, we should have done something about that build-up. Let's be completely honest. We could have done a lot about that build-up. It would have been significantly better had we done so. They've just had too much time and space to play. I don't know what we've been thinking at the back. I guess it's because this is a team of players who've not really had a chance to gel and play together before. Bit of a thrown together lineup, but even so, it's a bit of a sloppy goal to concede, and we've got our work cut out to get us back into this game, which is certainly what we're hoping for. We're going to shout fire up. See if that does indeed fire the boys up. So it's been a bit nothingy so far as we head into half-time. Louis Lomas is having an absolute shocker at the back, which is not helping us. In fact, it's been a quite mediocre performance all round, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. And Bradley Ibrahim picking up a booking is certainly not going to help us. We've got to show. I mean, that's. I think we're going to do that. We're only one goal behind. We can earn a draw here. We'll tell Bradley Ibrahim just to, if you wouldn't mind, just avoiding getting sent off. That would be very helpful to us. I think we're going to just tell Adedokan, Pennant, and that will do for now. We'll tell them that they need to step up and show everyone why we're expected to win the match. They seem pleased. Louis Lomas, I think we're going to do more of a, you've not been good enough, get it together kind of shout, and then everyone else it's just going to be the casual, old-fashioned pumping of the fists, step up, show everyone why we're expected to win this match kind of shout, which is good. In fact, I'm going to tell Jaden Williams that I'm happy with his efforts in the final third. That will help us immensely. What are we saying? I thought you made a difference. Let's not go too far. He's been the best player on the pitch for us by some distance, but let's not pretend he's being a worldie today. If he was, he'd be 2 goals in and we'd be okay, but he's not, so we just need to get focused, get ourselves going for the second half, really push to try and get ourselves a good result here today. Second half though, it's underway and we need to take our advantage on stats and turn it into an advantage on the scoreboard. Corner now with Pennant. Can we get ourselves a goal back on terms? Englishing not doing well today. Pennant to Ibrahim. Ibrahim across. Williams with a header at the back post. It took a deflection, I think, off Lucero. I think it did take a deflection off Lucero as it went across, but the result is still the same. Williams has headed it away, and hopefully that will inspire the team to do something a bit bigger here. Pennant picks up the ball there, looks inside, lays it off to Ibrahim. Ibrahim turns his man, does take a deflection off of Lucero's knee, but Williams perfectly placed there to head it away, and we are back on terms, and we can start looking to fight our way back in front in this game, inflict the first defeat of the season on our championship rivals. Osama Ashley's picked up a knock. That's not going to help us at all, and we're going to pick up the ball now with Forbes at the back to Lomas. Can we do something good while we are a man down? Over the top, Edmondson heads it away. Lucero, of course, we are vulnerable being a man down as well. It's Nadine now. Back out wide to Kaja. We need to get Ashley up as quick as we can and back into play here. Cross goes over. Nelson with the header. It goes over the bar. And hopefully that'll be Ashley's cue to rejoin the field of play. How is he looking in terms of health, though, is the next big question. He's looking like he might survive this one. But I am going to make one change at the very least. We'll take Lomas off. In fact, I'm going to take Lomas off on a pausey, tacticky menu because I am going to have to move him to the left-hand side. Otherwise, he won't be great. And Forbes, I think, probably should be on the right anyway. Just to make that work, let's see what else we've got going here. We've got Terrell Pennant having a shoddy game. So we're going to stick in Atto Amper. I'm going to have a little think for a little minute about whether or not we're going to take off Osama Ashley and send in Charlie Stanley, because that would be nice. I think if we could give him the rest and hope we don't break him, to be honest. As Pinion now with a corner for Altrincham. Finney with a header at the near post and it's just gone wide. Still in the battle here, still able to do something, I think, to get another goal to see this one as a win. We're going to make that last substitution. We'll send on Stanley. I think he should be pretty good, actually, as a holding midfielder for us. Let's see how this one goes. Free kick now. Edmondson takes it for Altrincham. Big ball forward down the line. McGill should pick that up quite happly and does. Plenty of time for a breather and for a regroup as we roll it out to Shipley now. Shipley on the ball, has time. Ball forward, looking for Adedokin, doesn't find him, gives it away to Edmondson. Edmondson cuts inside. Need to win this in the air. We're not going to, but Shipley will pick that one up, take control of the ball and relax a little bit as the ball goes over the top, looking for Williams. Won't find him there, but he will find him with Pinion's wayward header. Ibrahim cuts it through for Williams. He's through, one on with the keeper. Robson with a great save. And Williams so close to getting his second goal of the game. We're always dangerous as long as he's on the pitch. And Adedokin will take this corner into the box. Is someone going to get their head to it? Robson makes the save regardless. And we've got 15-ish minutes left to play. Just need to find ourselves a goal. And if we can do that, we'll have done wonders considering the rotation I've put into this team. Throw in now for Altrincham near post. Kaja, the ball balanced on a knife edge as Edmondson puts a cross in. McGill fists it away. Morton from range puts it just wide of the goal. I'd have liked McGill to have made maybe a catch on that rather than a fist. But, you know, whatever keeps us safe is working for us. And we're inside the last 5-10 minutes of the game now, hoping for that second goal. We're going to give a shout of encouragement, try and get us through the last few minutes, get the boys looking excited if we can for a second goal, a winning goal. Is it in us today, though? I'm not sure it is. I don't think we've got it quite in us to get a winner the way things are going so far. But I've been wrong before and I could be wrong again. We'll see how that goes. 4 minutes of injury time. We're almost halfway through that now. And we just want to highlight the flash up. That would do us nicely. If it's not going to come, it's going to end 1-1. We're just waiting for the final whistle to blow. And unless this ends with a penalty, it's not going to be 1-1, the final score here at Altrincham at Moss Lane. And both teams are still unbeaten. And there's no change in the gap. We look at them, should have won. Despite the result, trust the process to be successful to keep that up. I think it's a pretty good shout considering the number of rotated players in the squad today. Charlie Stanland, of course, making his debut and doing quite well, it has to be said. All things considered, that knock for Osama Ashley, not necessarily the best thing that could have happened for us, though. So hopefully he is not going to be out for too long. We'll find out in a second. And then we'll find out we're coming back. So Osama Ashley out for 11 days means he'll miss the next couple of games, but honestly, could have been much worse. Let's be honest. I'll go through the rest of the inbox once I've wrapped the episode up. But before we do that, we need to work out where we're coming back. And I think a good time to come back, I'm not overly worried about the FA Trophy, but if we're still in it after the Southport game, it'll be that or it'll be Darlington. I think that's because it'll fall somewhere around there. You'd have to think something like that. Well, let's have a little look whilst we can at the schedule. Where does the 5th round of the FA Trophy fall? My brain wants to say early February 14th. So 14th would be... yeah, so we'll come back either for Darlington or for the 5th round of the FA Trophy. We'll see how that goes. Gives us a chance to truck another good few games out the window and see where we look in terms of our promotion race, because that's going to be a thing. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I have, as always, been Chasing Lamely. I shall see you all very soon. Wednesday should be the day I see you. In fact, 8 AM sharp. Be there. Anyway, like, subscribe, ring the bell so you can see when that video does go live. Leave some comments. Let me know how you think the season's going to end. Are we going to win the FA Trophy? Maybe. It could be doable. And, until next time, stay safe and have a good one.